Hi Scrubs, I hope you're well.
Hello, you awesome people.
Hello, Starfam.
And it has been a year! Like, amazing! This is our 13th episode, but it has been, as you're getting this episode, it has been a year since we posted our first one. So, yay to us! Congratulations to us! Woo! Woo! I want celebration music and everything in the background.
I got confused for a second. I was like, it's only been a month. And then I was like, oh wait.
No, it has not. Oh my goodness, people! Did you actually believe we would reach a year?
It is kind of crazy, actually.
Yeah.
It's very crazy.
Yeah.
Oh well. So for this episode, we're gonna be we're not gonna have a guest for once. It's just gonna be us three, like the very first episode when it was just us three when we introduced the podcast to you guys, and ourselves mostly. But today we're gonna talk about the podcast more specifically, like how it came alive and evaluating it, and then answering some questions from you people who are listening and seems to enjoy our podcast very much, which, of course, if it wasn't for you guys, we wouldn't have continued this.
Yeah.
So yay to you too! Yay! Oh, okay, people, are you ready for our anniversary episode?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so personal update. How has your July been? TC?
Too warm. Miserable, just
Yeah.
melting, just
Wow.
I can't stand it. It's right. This is gonna sound so ridiculous. Last night it started raining, and you've never seen me so happy. Like I literally went up to the window and I was like, yes, it's raining.
Aww.
Save me.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
it's just been way too hot to do
Yeah,
anything at all. So
We had a heat wave up here in Europe, which includes not just TC, it includes us here in Sweden as well, so it's been hot.
Yeah.
Sleepless nights, sweating all the time, becoming one with the couch because you have shorts on, and so on and so on. But we survived! We're all here. We're still here. Okay, so it's been hot. What else have you been doing?
I'm trying to remember. I've been working on a lot of videos. I suppose, well, I guess I can mention it because it's going to be out slightly before, but I'm going to be going on holiday soon. So I've been like working really hard to get as many videos recorded as possible, so I'll still have content when I'm away. And I have nearly all of that completed. And hopefully, before the end of this week, I should have it all done and ready. So that is mostly what I've been working on. I haven't really done much else other than that. At the moment, I think I have had a couple of club events, but other than that, it's mostly been training when I have time on Star Stable, because I'm going to be doing a training all my horses video, which will be out next month.
Oh wow!
And I had 6 horses that I have been frantically trying to train over the last couple of weeks to do that video. I'm doing it slightly differently to my normal ones. It's just a little bit different. There's not a huge amount, but I wanted to do something slightly new, so there was some other series that I'd worked on, and I thought I'll do maybe something along those lines, so that's mostly what I've been doing.
You're gonna be long for a very long time. Gone for a very long time.
Yeah.
Where are you going?
I'm going over to England, actually.
Oh. So far. No.
Yeah, no, so far away. So, yeah, I'm going to be going over there for basically nearly a full month, roughly. So,
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
So I'm just hoping that it's not going to be as warm there, even though it's literally just like I could probably swim the channel, but you know, well, no, probably not. But you know,
I was like, ew, no, don't do that.
you know, it's technically not that far away at all. You know, the flight is very short, but yeah, I'm just hoping it's not going to be unbearably hot this next month.
Okay. Oh, great. Cece, you have a new headset.
Yes, I do. I finally got it to work, so yay!
Is that all you've been doing? The new headset?
No. Well, it was a big hassle, so...
Okay.
Oh, God. So I'm so happy it works now.
Yay!
Lol. But yeah, heat wave here as well. So I've been basically just dying for a month. It's been way too hot. And this Star Stable I have actually train my horses.
Ooh.
So yeah, all my horses are now level 15. So
Oh, nice.
yeah, but I kind of did cheat though with the horse trainer. So, so yeah, I was kind of like, oh well, I leveled them up to like level 6 or 7, and then
You wasted
by the
star
rest.
coins on horse trainer. Oof.
Yeah, but I was never gonna train them anyway. So I know myself. I was gonna take like 10 years or something to level them up by myself. So I was like, well, just go for it. I don't really use star coins that much, so
No.
Yeah, I think I'm only guilty of doing that once. I think it was either on my Shire or my old Jorvik pony. I couldn't take it anymore on the last level. They were just so painful to train that I was like, I'm buying the last level.
I have never done it. I'm proud of it.
Oh, yeah, that should be an achievement.
Yeah.
Wow, they should have it.
Yeah.
Never use trainer.
Yeah, like hardcore or something. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So that's been your July?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mine has been pure vacation time.
Nice.
Lovely.
Yes, my mother went on another set of vacation weeks, so it's been her, me, and my brother, of course, but it's mostly me and my mom who are active, so we've been gone on some day trips and done stuff, unless it's too hot, because then we just sit here and melt. I also had some bad luck with my health, so I actually did visit the emergency room once, just to make sure it wasn't serious. Which it luckily wasn't, so I'm all fine now, actually. It's all good.
Yeah.
And, well, I've been working on videos as well. Mostly trying to give myself ideas on what to do for Fridays, since Mondays is always Let's Play Monday, but Fridays, like, okay, content. So, but I do have now a pretty long list. So that's nice to know, because I will start working soon. I've been hanging out with friends and played a lot of Red Dead Online.
Yeah.
But I'm slowly getting back to actually training my Star Stable horses again, because I am in need of like some chill playing and watching series, not being afraid of getting shot at all the time.
Oh well.
It's a bit of a difference. But yeah, now I'm actually just looking forward to August and getting back to routine and work and stuff, earning money.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, that's nice. It's nice to earn money. So yeah, July. It's not weird that it has been sort of like at least here in Sweden. July is like the month where a lot of people go on vacation and leaves the city.
Yeah.
So it's not weird that we have been more chill.
Nope.
So yeah, that is it. So topic anniversary of the podcast.
Yes.
So we've been asking you guys some questions like, what would you like to hear? And well, we realized we never really explained, or at least I don't remember if we did in the first episode. We never explained how it all came alive.
Yeah.
So where did it all start? I just figured we could just babble here. I don't get to say anything.
Yeah.
But I think I had an idea. I think it started with me having an idea.
I think it was like after that Star Farm United. I think we sort of wanted to do something collectively because we sort of were like, we don't feel like we're doing anything. We need to do something together. So I think that was kind of where it originally started. So I think we all had a discussion and then decided to work on something Star Stable related.
Yeah.
And that's what I remember. I think.
I remember talking to you, TC, on like in DMs. About something. I don't remember what, but then I said it would be fun if there was a Star Stable podcast. Like and then I think we just rolled into it like we could have a podcast because you said you have done it before. I used to do a horse one many years ago. Like the sound quality is pretty horrific in some of those old ones. You talk like it is now. So we started there. We just talked. I guess we talked about hosting, like being free members, and so you asked Cici I think.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we had a Discord meeting, like we always do, and just
Yeah.
brainstormed, and there it all came alive. Woo!
Yes.
Yeah, so it literally started off like, we're not doing anything, we should do something, and then
Yeah.
we realized that we kind of felt like we needed, I think, because for me, one of the podcasts that I really enjoyed watching was the Co-optional podcast, and they typically always had 3 solid guests.
Or hosts. Aren't there more hosts?
Yeah.
I mean, it is...
Like, hosts. I meant to say hosts.
Yeah, I
one
see.
guest.
Dodger, Jamie Cox.
And, Total Biscuit before he passed away.
Yeah,
So, I love that podcast. I watched it for years and years, so I was just like, I'd like to do something kind of like that, but for Star Stable. So that was kind of where that came from, and then obviously we wanted to have a guest then.
Yeah.
After that.
So, we in that meeting we really brainstormed like how could we do it. So we basically set everything up as much as we could how we wanted it to be. Like, of course, the first episode was just gonna be us 3, but then onwards it's gonna be a guest and it's gonna be a topic. And I think that brings us forward to the next question: is how we make an episode. And I think it's best to say, because we are 3 people.
Yeah.
And during the time when we planned to do this podcast, we decided that we all should have like a part to do, and so that we all work in a way. So it just isn't just one person doing everything.
Yeah.
So I believe it was me who's. Well, it was pretty obvious that it's gonna be what TC was going to do.
Yeah.
But let's
it's
start.
her child. So
Yeah. It's like, it's your specialty, so you do that. So, but let's start with Cici. What do you do?
I'm the one who recruits the guests. So I'm the one who contacts them and asks if they want to join and be a guest on our podcast. And I just give them all the information, how we do it, and give them the questions after they are written. And I'm the one who communicate between us and the guest, fixing up the date when to record and stuff like that.
And also sometimes boost their confidence because they can.
Yeah, and I can really understand that. So
and that comes to my part where I am sort of the one planning the whole episode per se, like. The segments is usually always the same, but the topic and coming up with questions. So the first few episodes, it was just me coming up with all the questions, and then I sort of hit a rough point when I felt like, oh, I can't come up with any more questions. And so that's when we started to ask you listeners what you would like, and that does help me a lot when it comes to coming up either with new, like taking your questions and make them into something, like if there are tons asking sort of the same question, so I make it into one question, or I take all your questions and just copy paste. It's just how it works. And then I put in some of my own questions if I feel there is something that is being asked. So I write all that down in a Word document, and then I send it to everyone, and especially to Cici, who sends it then to the guest.
Yes.
I have also done the information paper that is sent to the guest. So I basically do like the sort of coordinating. A lot, and what is planning and communication sort of that way between everyone except the guest, because I feel like that is Cici's part. So that is basically my part. TC, what do you do?
My part is most of my stuff actually happens for you both. Most of the stuff that you're doing is either just before the podcast. Obviously, you're doing the hosting, Rose. During the podcast.
I forgot to say that.
Yes, Rose hosts.
Alright. I am also the one who is, as you already noticed, I'm the one who makes sure that everyone gets their say and keep track of the episode, and that we don't bobble away on to something else that we shouldn't talk about and stuff. that is sort of me. So that's why you hear me a lot. now, TC.
So what I mainly do is I'm working with it afterwards. So I'm recording during it. I record everyone, but I also have everybody individually record each other, and that's purely just for technical reasons, because technology is not always reliable. So we like to have the backup.
Yeah.
That's why I have everybody individually record themselves while I record everyone and myself separately. Because I used to have a really good software whenever I used to have my Mac, which would let me record individual channels, but it doesn't work for Windows, so I can't use it for this, unfortunately, because I would love that. So I record myself separately to everyone else, but then obviously I have everybody's individual tracks for when I need them. So that's what I do, and then when the podcast is over, I collect everybody's cameos and any other parts that I need, the audio, and then I put it all together and I edit it, and that usually takes me about a day to edit. Can depend on the podcast. 3-hour podcast can take a long time to render, so that's when most of my work is done, is during that. Then once I have that done, I send it back and let everybody listen to it in case there's any mistakes, because sometimes when you've listened to it so many times, you just start to miss things, like you miss a cough or whatever, like that has happened. So that's what I mostly do. I'm doing more of the, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know what the word I'm looking for is, but that's kind of where I'm working in that that editing stage, really. Mostly is where the bulk of my work is. With it.
So it takes a lot of effort to have a podcast.
Yes.
Because we've been having that was one question, is like how much work is it put into it, and for someone who maybe wants to do a podcast, and I mean it is a lot, but at the same time you put as much work into it as you want to, but of course if you want it to have a good quality, it takes work. And I think we're gonna get to another reason later on. But then how do we decide on guests? I was thinking that it is a good thing to have here to discuss, because we do get a lot of requests of guests for us to have in our podcast, and which we are truly very happy to get, of course, because sometimes there is just as much of the community we can see, and it is a big community. And of course we want to have as guests that are not just from Sweden, for example, or from England, like we've had people from the US, and we would like to maybe have someone from Germany, which apparently has a very big community, and so on. But deciding on guests, I believe we had like an epiphany, sort of, I believe, after the second or third episode. I think it was after we had our first few guests and we were getting these requests, that we decided that we need to set a bit of rules on what kind of guests we have. Like we don't really like to talk about the fact that we are ambassadors, because we do want you guys to see us from someone who isn't just a part of Star Stable. We are a part of much of the community as much as you guys are.
We're still individuals at the end of the day.
Exactly. And for that we feel that, but it's still a bit of a part of us that we are ambassadors, and we have responsibility to represent Star Stable as well. So I hope I'm getting this out right. We want guests that mostly follow Star Stable's rules. And does represent the community as well in a very good way.
And it doesn't mean that somebody has to be positive all the time. It just means endorsing really, really bad behavior is just something that, like, I mean, I wouldn't personally do, so it's not something that I would want to represent, if that makes sense. And at the same time, we have to make sure, like, whenever we pick a topic, that's normally how we then decide, right, what guest would be better for this topic. Because
that is true.
Sometimes you might think of a guest and go, actually, really good topic with this, but typically we've picked the topics and then tried to find a guest that suits the topic as well.
That is mostly what we think about. That is like the first, what topic is going to have? Like when we had horses, well, it felt like that we were gonna have Lisa, who does horses at Star Stable.
Yeah.
And because then it feels like it's something that is created for the game. And that is also very interesting when it comes to when do we feel like we want someone from Star Stable and community. That also depends on the topic. Some topics are more certain, like horses, like working at Star Stable, and so on. That, okay, here we're gonna have someone from Star Stable that can give us the answers we want. While there are, when we're talking about riding clubs or outfits, well, then of course we want to have the people from the community that play the games every day and experience the club and outfits in the game all the time. And then we have a few of these topics where it can be like, it could be from Star Stable and it could be from the community. And there we have to sort of balance what we want and balance so that we do have a good balance between Star Stable people and community people.
Because variety is important.
Yes.
Yeah. It becomes way more interesting if you have different people with different viewpoints and experience.
Yeah, exactly.
It just becomes more fun, interesting.
Yeah, and we have been very blessed with people from Star Stable, of course. But I feel that maybe in the future we should try and see if we can get some more community people.
Yeah, I mean, I would certainly like to try and get more people from completely different countries.
Yeah,
because
that would be so much fun.
Yeah, because that would be something that I'd really like to do, because I feel like, I suppose especially in certain areas, like, I remember that I mentioned people that you guys have gone, I've not heard of them, and same thing, vice versa. You will have heard of people in different regions that I've not heard of, so I think that would be really good to kind of bring in more people from different areas and different regions, because then everybody gets a chance to actually say, there's there's other parts of the community here that we don't necessarily see, as you kind of mentioned earlier.
Yeah, exactly. Like we noticed when we had Kiara on, then we got to know different kinds of ways the clubs are being ruled or something. From like once a month event to here in Sweden is often more than once a week. So that's why it's so much fun to have from different regions. But there comes like another problem, which is time zones.
That's tricky.
It's very tricky. We have managed, I have been amazed with the people from the US that we managed to get that. Evelyn Birchlund was extremely nice and actually said that she could do it for her in the middle of the night there, which would be 7-8 p.m. here in Sweden. So it would be normal time for us, but in the middle of the night for her. But she wanted it because it would be the most quiet at her house because she had a baby or a child. So that was very kind of her. But we can't expect guests to do that all the time.
No.
So there might be some time in the future where we have to be up in the middle of the night. And then we have to accommodate that with our real life. If we are working, we can't be up in the middle of the night and then go to work the next or the same day.
It's kind of rough.
Oh, it's gonna be rough. So it's gonna have to be a weekend. Well, okay, does it work for that guest during a weekend? Oh, and so that is probably one of the that is the trickiest problem with guests. And it does not just revolve community people; it can actually revolve as well Star Stable people.
But no, there's a lot of different things that are going on when we're deciding on guests, because sometimes you even get the thing going, okay, there's a lot of people that would be good for this topic, so you kind of have to go, well, who's available? At such short notice, and in maybe one case, or who could we ask and few and say. So there's a lot of different things that have to go on. Because somebody that might not be available now, maybe we'll be able to do a future one.
As well, and also we have to think about technology. They have to be able to record and give at least a pretty good quality of sound. Because otherwise it's sort of wasted if you can't hear the person in the end.
That's actually probably one of the biggest things, because you could really want somebody on, but if they don't have the ability to actually record and join a Discord and have decent audio quality, you've got a problem.
Big problem.
Technology is probably our biggest hindrance here.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and I think that actually brings us perfectly into the next question. What programs and gear, which I mean technical stuff, do we use for the podcast? I think we leave TC to last because she probably has the most.
Yeah.
Technical stuff. But I use sort of a headset. It's not a real headset because I put it together with a Mod Mic V5 on a pair of. It's not a headset. What is it called then? If it just
earphones.
Earphones, yes, very good earphones. And made it into a headset. So I have a very long cord, and it has like a little muffle on it, so my voice that tends to get very high doesn't get too high for you guys.
Okay.
Yes. So I can't remember the brand of my headphones, but yeah, the mic is a Mod Mic V5, I think. I use that, and then we all use Audacity. Then I use Word for planning when I write down all my communication, and then if it is something that we do give up to guests or anything like that, I make it into a PDF, so they can't go in and change any information or something like that. But yeah, that's basically, I guess, what I use. And Discord, we use Discord.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. CC, what do you use? What is your new headset?
Yeah. It's from Logitech, and it's I think it's what's called G430. It's the one that you it's called tipsade. Yeah, tipped. Oh wow, it wasn't that different from Swedish. Wow. The one that TC tipped me or suggested or.
Yeah, suggested is a better
word. Yeah, suggested. So yeah, I am so happy to have it and that it works now, because my last one was a bit funky. I don't know if you listeners have noticed, but it was really annoying because sometimes that mic just hopped in and out. So and the earphones, I couldn't hear the other ones when they were talking. So sometimes I was like, okay, well, I guess we're just gonna. Okay. Oh, I'm back. So yeah, I had so many technical difficulties with that one. So and the audio quality wasn't as good. So I'm so happy to be on a higher level now or something. So yeah,
you leveled up.
Yeah, leveled up.
Leveled up your gear.
So yeah, and for programs. It's Discord for the call to just so we can talk to each other and hear each other. And then Audacity to record the voice. So TC has an extra backup. And then I use Fraps for the.
Cameo.
Yeah, the Cameo. Yeah. Oh, wow. I don't have words in my head now. I just whoosh. So yeah, Fraps for the cameos, and these headphones that have an inbuilt mic to record my voice. So yeah, that's it. Oh, and the Word for the notes and all the questions.
Oh yeah. But also, how do you connect with guests?
I usually ask the guests what they would prefer. So if usually on Instagram by DMs, or if it's from Starship, I usually email the person I have contact with, and then ask that person to hey, can I get the email to that person that we want as guest? So yeah, mostly by email or DMs.
Okay, good. Now TC, give us everything.
Okay. So when I record everybody else's voices, I'm using Bandicam. I record my own voice with Audacity, like you both do. When it comes to editing, I'm using Camtasia 2018 for that. And then I have the same microphone and headset as CC, which is the Logitech G430 Gaming Headset. So those are all the things that I currently use for the podcast at the moment.
Damn.
Just for anybody wondering, Audacity is free.
Yes.
Everything else is not.
Oh yeah. No, we did not get our headsets for free.
No.
Wait, Discord is free, right?
Yeah, Discord is free. That
Discord
is
is free.
And Instagram is free.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So, but yeah, any editing program, it's not free.
Yeah.
It's hard to get. Okay. Then going back to the reason we talked about when we said that we have a lot to do before and after the episode. Why only one episode a month? And we did discuss this in the first episode, but I can imagine that some of you that listens haven't maybe listened to everyone. You may just popped in on one and decided to continue listening. Why only one episode a month? Why?
Am I answering this one?
You can answer. I'm taking a day off.
Well, basically, it does take a lot of work to do this, like because you have to do a lot of preparing. Getting guests, you do have to give guests a decent amount of warning. And ensure that they're available. You know, it's not really that you can just turn around and say, "Look, we're going to go and record this week or whatever." You kind of need to give people time, especially because a lot of guests that we've had are very busy people.
Yes.
So, you know, trying to organize something, it's if you have a month of you know to let them know in advance, it's pretty good that way. You know, we can do that. And then obviously now, when it comes to editing, it can take me a good day to get through a podcast edit, and sometimes it might take me a day or two to just get the whole thing where it needs to be. You know, and like at the end of the day, we're all still doing things daily, so that's kind of why it's only done once a month, is because if we were to do this once a week, I probably wouldn't have any other content on my channel. That's the truth.
Wow. I would take money for this if we did it once a week. We all would be like, oh no. So in general, all our work, if we did it more than once a week, it would, in the end, it would be said that we were working for nothing, for no money at all, which is not nice. We want to keep this fun for all of us and excited for the next episode. And I feel that if we did it once a week, we all three would die.
I feel like it would probably end up being shorter, like episodes, because and I don't think it would be as in depth either, because whenever you have a month of different things, you can really kind of pick over different things and talk about different things. Whereas I feel like whenever you're like, if we only had a week, like which is basically one day, is the Wednesday to look over, I don't feel like there'd be that much to talk about, because sometimes we get a big update and sometimes we get the same thing or something very, very small, and I don't think you get a podcast out of that. Like not a long one. And personally, I like to listen to long podcasts because I like to do something while I'm listening to a podcast. So for me, like some of the co-optional podcasts were hours and hours and hours. And I would sit and listen to them. Sometimes live as well. So like, I feel like that's another reason. Is just it gives a, like they do, I think they are once a week or every 2 weeks. I can't remember.
Are they still going?
Yes, they are. But they're looking at all games. If that makes sense. Most of the time they're looking at the whole gaming industry, and there's a lot that happens in a week in the whole gaming industry, but we're focusing on one game, so logically to me, I don't feel like we would get enough out to maybe like talk for 2 hours every week, you know? I feel like we would go on to often tangents and ramble about things, and people would just be like, "You're talking about something completely unrelated."
Exactly. This is just weird.
That's my explanation of why we only do one a month.
It's good. It's a good explanation. So that's why we do it only once a month, and it has been lately not perfectly once a month, and that it goes back to the problem with time, guests and planning and stuff, and real life mostly comes in a way. We can't. It's not, as I said, we're not working fully hours 100% with this podcast. We have other stuff to do and obligations in our life. It is quite surprising though that this happened during summer when everyone is on vacation time, and we just screwed it up.
When it happens though.
Like, but hopefully we are now going to get back on track after this. So
Yes.
yeah, that was the podcast. Are you guys ready for evaluation of the podcast? How are we been feeling?
I hope so.
Yeah.
Does the podcast meet your expectations, TC?
Yes, I think it does, because I've learned a lot more about the game than there was things I could only guess about. Especially with like having talked to different people from different parts of the community about different topics, and like then having talked to some members of the actual team about different things that they do and how they do it. I think it's helped me get a better understanding overall of a lot of other areas, and hear different opinions as well, the opinions that maybe I didn't have or whatever as well, because I feel like that was the whole purpose of it. It was to have an open discussion, because I think there's things that we learned during the Lisa podcast that I had no idea about. Which made me think, oh, that makes sense why that happened, It wasn't that you just decided, let's make a purple horse.
No, it doesn't work like that, but okay.
So, for me, yes, it has. It definitely has. I've learned a lot more than I initially expected, so.
Yeah. I have to agree that it has met my expectations as well in many ways. I am happy that it feels somewhat professional, since it does give our guests some peace in that what we deliver has at least good quality. So from that first meeting we had, where we planned everything, I feel like we have lived up to everything we said that we were supposed to do.
Yeah.
So that feels. So it has definitely met my expectations. How about you, Cici?
Yeah, definitely, and yeah, it has actually surpassed them. I mean, I can't believe a year has already passed. That's crazy. And we still have so much to talk about, and it's still very much fun, and exciting, and interesting. So, yeah, I'm very happy about this project. Gives me joy.
Yay. Yeah, I wonder why I put that there, because I would have been surprised if some of you said no. But then said,
no, it's terrible. I don't know why we did it.
Yeah.
Well, it would have been nice if you said no, but
awkward.
it is much better than I thought.
Yeah.
Constructive criticism, guys. Constructive criticism.
We don't know what that is.
That's cute.
Okay. This is a question both me and a few people has asked us. What do you feel is the hardest part? And I guess I'll start with that. For me, in my part of this podcast, it is definitely coming up with questions that are interesting for everyone, which I said. So I'm glad that we have started to ask our followers that what they would like for us to ask or talk about. Also, the hardest part is finding a time that works for everyone.
Yeah.
That is quite stressful, actually.
Yeah.
That's probably the most stressful part. TC?
I think the hardest part for me is sometimes, because with Camtasia, because we do visuals for the podcast, it's not just the audio. I have had times where I've been working with the podcast and like I'm putting in the visuals and I have like 30 separate tracks, because there's a lot of layers. I know it might not look at like it, but there's a lot of layers, and it has crashed on me. That's the hardest part.
Wow.
I think whenever it comes to that is like whenever the software doesn't maybe just work the way I want it to. For me, it probably is that editing phase and just making sure that it renders correctly, because I remember one time rendering the entire podcast, which took several hours, I think, because I edited the whole thing. The visuals are all done, and I put in the audio, and then I rendered it, and it was 100% complete, and then I was watching it back to make sure everything was fine. I realized it was a spelling mistake, so I deleted it and redid the whole thing. So that was probably the most annoying thing that's ever happened. I was furious. I was just like, how did I miss this really basic spelling mistake? That just, it's one of my pet peeves when I spell stuff wrong, so it was just like, how did I miss that? So I've been more careful since, and so far, touch wood, it has not happened again.
But it's so easily done. Don't take it too hard, because I do it all the time, and I'm
me too.
Okay, Cici, what is your hardest part?
I definitely agree on the time scheduling. Getting a date that works for everyone, especially when it's like 4 working adults. I mean, as an adult, time is a luxury item.
Yeah.
So with work and everyday life, it's a puzzle.
Yeah.
It's hard sometimes. So yeah, other like for me personally, coming up with good answers to questions can sometimes be a bit tricky. Or sometimes the language is a problem. Because as a Swede, I don't really talk English that much. I only talk English on this podcast, or if I'm lucky enough to meet someone at the Starstable headquarters. So it's kind of, I do have bad confidence about my English, sometimes my pronunciation. And sometimes I just don't find the words, and it's just so awkward when you struggle, because you, as a bilingual person, you kind of sometimes think in one language and speak in another, or like you think in two languages at the same time, which is really tricky.
We call it Swinglish.
Yeah, Swinglish, you know, Swedish and English, Swinglish. So I often talk and think in Swinglish. So it's so weird. So sometimes when I speak with my friends and family and I speak Swedish, I sometimes just say something super weird and awkward, because with my hobbies, everything is in English basically, like music and TV series and stuff like that. So yeah, the language is a big problem. It's hard sometimes. Other than that, I've, as mentioned before, a problem with my technical stuff. My headset was wonky. And I am a person who, my natural voice is kind of low. I speak softly. So my last headset was wobbly, so it didn't pick up my voice that well. So that was a problem too. Like, can people hear me? So there are some struggles.
Over to what is the fun part? TC.
When I have the video finally done.
Like, when it's all done.
My favorite bit is whenever we're actually doing the podcasts and to chat. I think that's my favorite bit. I mean, I do love whenever I finally rendered it and I know I haven't made any spelling mistakes. That's great too, but like that's just more relief than anything else. I guess it's not really fun, it's more just relief. So yeah, no, I think my favorite bit is actually during the podcast and getting to talk, because quite often we talk to people that I've never spoken to before, and getting to hear about topics that maybe I'm not well versed in as well. So for me, that is probably the most fun part of the podcast.
Yeah, I have to agree. The recording, I mean, everything I do is fun. Planning and the coordinating, I feel that is something is personally, I love coordinating and stuff. So I think it's fun. Although stressful sometimes if we're like, I feel like it's, because I need to be in the mood to do the planning, and if I'm not in the mood and I just feel the days pass, it goes stressful. But the most fun part is the recording, because it doesn't matter if I'm tired, stressed, or not in the mood. When we start recording, I always feel excited, and then I just feel so happy to nerd with you guys and our guests. So I just go like, oh, this is fun. Oh, now we reached this point. And it's also, in a way, I do know that it's not. For TC, this is not the end, but for me and Cici, we're like, oh, we're doing the last thing now. Now it's your job, and just pushing it over to TC. So yeah, the recording is the fun bit. Cici?
Yeah, definitely the recording it's so much fun. And yeah, I just love hearing other people's opinions about the game. It's so interesting that we all are different and we all play in different ways. So it's really interesting to just listen to people and learn new things and see the game in a different way. So yeah, we have a good community here.
Yeah, we do.
Mhm.
We love our community. Which, if you haven't heard, the latest episode after this, like before this, was about the creative stars. So go and listen to that if you want to hear us praise you. What do you wish would be better? And that goes for technology, guest setup, planning, and so on. I guess I can start with that. I wish the technology was better. Like, not that I mean TC's job. TC's job is amazing.
Yeah, she's amazing.
It is the things that she has to work with. I wish that was sort of better. Like, I wish we had money for this and that we had like a real studio, or at least had like real good microphones and that just gave us that perfect sound quality for every time, and not just happen to have one day where we had the best quality and then the next episode it's like, oh wait, what happened to my voice there? What the heck? So yeah, but since this is something we do on our own free time, and at least I don't earn anything from this, it's impossible for us to put money on that kind of expensive equipment, which I wish we could. So if anyone wants to sponsor us, no, I'm
kidding. I would find a new microphone.
Exactly. I would like to have a snowball or something. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, that is what I wish would be amazing if we had better technology. TC, do you agree, or do you have something else?
Yes, I agree wholeheartedly. Like, technology is the thing that I wish would be better, because especially I've noticed with Discord over the last couple of months, Discord just can just completely go. And I've noticed it doesn't matter who I'm calling, it doesn't matter where they are, it's just like the call just seems to completely die. And I don't know why it's been so bad. I find it's worse in the EU regions, but some of the US ones can go as well. But I think that's probably the hardest thing, because sometimes Discord just cuts out and you can't hear. So for me, it's that technology is definitely the hardest thing to do. Like, I'm pretty happy enough, with how we're working with guests and the setup and the planning. I don't have any issues with that. It's the technology is basically what lets you down at the end of the day.
Yeah,
definitely.
So.
CC, what do you wish?
Yeah, the technology. So, and headsets and stuff are quite expensive, so that's one of the reasons it took me a long time to get some better equipment.
Own earned money.
Also, I've had some trouble with my internet connection. I don't know if that affects Discord or anything.
Yeah, like if your Wi-Fi cuts out and you lose connection to Discord, and then that can be an issue as well.
Yeah. And sometimes my headset was just like, nope, not today. And I was like, come on, you worked all week, but now when I really need you, you're just gonna go, nope. So
not today. Not today, people, not today.
Tech problems is it's infuriating.
Okay. Okay, so that we all generally wish we could give you even better content through better technology, but we'll see if that will ever happen. Probably not. But we can always wish for Santa Claus to just drop down some good equipment. What would you like to see us do in the future? And this is something that I added, like, just to brainstorm, like if there's some idea that is just probably won't happen, but it would be fun if we did. So CC, what did you write down?
Well, maybe just one thing could be to go back to a previous topic and see or have an episode if we see if our wishes or something we mentioned in a previous episode, if that has come true, and how the game has developed from that. To go back to previous episodes and compare them.
Oh, that is definitely something I think we will do. Especially horses. I know that was a very I think that is one. Do you know actually, TC, which episode is the most listened to?
Ooh,
I can
good
check.
question.
It would be so much fun to see.
Mm-hmm.
I
Or
can
listen or
find out.
viewed, I guess.
Yeah.
Is that the longest one as well? The horses?
The Lisa's one, I think, was either the longest or the second longest. Let me just
Oh,
check.
Yeah. I think the recording was
it
longest.
was very long. But then again, we
Yeah.
sat before, and then we sat for another 1 or 2 hours just talking to her.
Yeah. So
After
sweet.
recording.
So calm.
Yeah. So definitely revisit horses. Which one was I thinking about? Maybe clubs in the future when
Yeah.
if or when they will be updating that feature.
Yes,
But
please.
Then it probably will be more talkable again
Mm-hmm.
to discuss
Yeah.
what is new and stuff. What else? Maybe game lore could be revisited again. Probably not too soon, but give it like
Yeah.
a year.
Maybe after the books has finally been released in English. That would be awesome.
Yeah, that is actually I actually didn't put it down on the list, but that is actually something that we are planning. That when the books are out in English, we have actually confirmation from the author that she would like to join our podcast. So, but we are waiting for the English books to be out as well, so many of you can listen and understand what's going on.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, I believe that Lisa's The Horse episode was the most watched podcast.
Aw, cool. That's fun. Yay. Okay. Well, let's tell Lisa that next time that she was
Yeah.
I was so happy for her.
I
But
think
yes, we are definitely...
the longest one was the events one we did with Quicksilver.
Oh,
Oh.
okay. Huh. That's the longest one. What the heck did we talk about?
Yeah.
I think
we're like, what?
Yeah, 2.5 hours.
Oh. Wow.
Yeah, just over 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, there you have it. That's fun. Here some. We should actually put some statistic down to see like what is the longest, what is the most watched, and how we can actually do that now that we have a year of content, sort of.
Yeah.
Definitely do that. But yes, so those are some of the topics we will revisit. Events could be another one, but I feel maybe events and, as I said, the clubs and the game lore, those kinds of stuff, it feels like that we will revisit a long time in the future, like give it more time so we have more to talk about, which feels weird that we might actually discuss doing this for another year. But we hopefully do it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is, I feel that is absolutely something we can do, and I do hope for 2020 we can revisit horses actually.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, TC, what would you like to see us do in the future?
If we had to just completely just give a really obscure idea, because like as you said, it doesn't have to be actually something that happened. Imagine doing a podcast actually in the Star Stable office.
Oh my god, yes. That would be so much fun.
Yes. But then you have to be there. You have to come here.
Yes. Come here. Come to us. Come to us.
Because I was just trying to think, like, I was looking at that question and I was like, what could we do? And I was trying to not think of something we'd already done. So I was
in
like,
their
that's something we
studio.
haven't done. Yeah.
That would be awesome.
That would be great if we could do that.
We'll just nick the studio for a day. No one will ever know.
We won't tell anyone. It's just for us, actually.
Don't tell anyone we're actually there. Like, nobody will know.
But then you would have to get over the ocean. Yo.
Well, true. Yes, I would have to do that.
It's worth it. Yes. It's worth the danger. Not really dangerous, but okay. Okay, and my idea, as I said, probably might not happen. It's just like to go from the routine is to do a live stream podcast.
Ooh.
Maybe. Not sure. I'm like having feelings like I want to do it, and then at the same time go like, no, I don't want to. It has to be a topic that works for it.
Yeah. It's tricky.
Horses could work.
I feel like it is easy for because I noticed this myself when I live stream is like I could be talking about something and somebody will mention something else and I'll go off on a complete tangent.
Yeah, that is the thing. Yeah. So I'm thinking that it could be interesting because I mean, co-optional podcast. I think you need to link them down below because we mentioned them so much now.
Yeah. If you have not seen them, you need to go see them, even if you watch really old podcasts, even if you don't watch the new ones.
Exactly. They do it live, and to see how they do it, because I think that if we did a live one, I believe that this chat is not really maybe something that we take into consideration the entire podcast. It could be something for like the end where we take questions.
I think they mention the chat occasionally. From what I remember, it's like I've just seen this in chat, but like they usually stick pretty well to
what they do. So it would be like what we do, but it would be live and edited. That would be the thing. So that is one thing that we could discuss for maybe 2020. But I also just came to think of it as we were sitting here that maybe it would be fun to have our own sort of Instagram account. To that I could take care of it, or Cici could take care of it, or whatever. Where it would be easier for us to ask for questions, and we could hype for new for the next episode, and maybe
go check the names available.
Exactly. So that is also something to discuss, and developing an Instagram account. So that we are
sounds like fun
doing stuff. But yeah. That was the evaluation. Are we feeling happy, or do we have something we want to discuss?
No, I'm pretty happy with it.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Okay. Questions from our listeners. I have not written down, as usual, who the questions came from. Might have been a bad idea. Sorry if that is the case. But also, as I said before, there tends to be like the same questions coming from different people, and then I did my own sort of question out of it. But hopefully, if you hear your question, you know it's from you, and you had a great question. Woohoo! And also the questions that are not here, that I'm not mentioning, it's probably, maybe we've answered it before in the first episode, and you can go and listen to that, or it is something we tend to talk about in other segments or something like that. So don't feel sad if I didn't pick your question. It was probably I just probably felt like it's already been answered, or it was or it was too personal for us to answer. I don't know. Okay, so how did we become friends? TC, how did you become friends with us?
Well, I remember
from the other side of the ocean.
The other side of the ocean. Well, you both became ambassadors, and then that's how I initially got to know you guys. Because I live under a rock. Like,
okay,
I'm really sorry to everyone out there.
Did you know who we were before Ambassador Program?
I don't know, actually, because I can't think back that far. I know that sounds really bad, but I live under a rock, and it happens that way. Like,
okay, it's okay.
So,
I didn't know who you were either.
Nobody won. I don't think anybody knew who I was, to be honest, because I made horse videos, and then I made some Star Stable ones, and then I was like, do you want to be a Star Stable ambassador? And it was like, do I have to do anything specific? And it was like, just keep doing what you're doing. I'm like, okay then. I did ask about 6 million other questions, because I'm a warrior, and I overthink everything, and I like to know that I'm completely in control of what I post. But yeah, I know that sounds really bad, but I can't specifically remember. Like, there's chances that I probably have watched some of your videos before. Like, I would imagine, because I did like watch a few different things. Like, because there's plenty of channels that I've watched, and then somebody's mentioned, and I've been like, no, I don't think I've ever seen that channel. And then they're like, this video, and I'm like, oh wait, I have seen that.
Sorry. But okay, it's okay. It was just fun. Yeah, we all got to know each other from Ambassador Program. Being in the same Discord server, we talk a lot, and doing corporations in the beginning. So like when you see other people talking, you sort of start to feel like, oh, these people seem cool, and then we comment stuff on each other, and so it just develops as it usually does. And so but me and Cici, on the other hand, knew each other before Ambassador Program, and that is because we joined the same club. And we actually did meet before in real life as well before this happened. So yeah, we knew each other before, and then TC happened.
Yeah.
I haven't. We don't know. We don't know if it was for better or worse.
It was for better, don't you dare.
Yeah, wait.
So yeah, that's how we become friends over the internet. In all ways. So yeah. Although I do want to say now, people, we are all grown-up people. When I said that I met Cici in real life,
Yeah.
we're both grown-ups. If you want to meet anyone you met on the internet and are below 18, you should tell your parents.
Yes.
Even if you're over 18, you should actually tell
Definitely. Yeah.
someone from the internet, so they know. Always have. Just be safe, people.
Yeah,
The internet can be.
Never meet anyone on your own.
No, exactly.
Yeah.
That is very important because internet. It doesn't matter how nice they can sound. It can be false. The internet can be a dangerous place. Yes, remember that.
Yeah, sadly.
Yeah.
Yes. It doesn't. It's not all rainbows and clouds and everything like it is right now.
There's some dark stuff on there.
There is real dark stuff, and we're not going there today.
Nope.
Okay. What has been your favorite podcast to record? TC.
I'm gonna have to go with the horses.
Oh.
It's not to say like I really enjoyed a lot of the like different topics, right? Even ones that I've maybe not things that I've not done myself, like the realistic roleplay. I learned a huge amount. That one, for example, like the riding club one was really interesting, even though I run a riding club. You know, things like that. But I think the horses, just purely for the reason, because I learned things about the process of making the horses that I just didn't have a clue about. And I think that's why it was probably my favorite, because of that, because there was so many things that I learned about how they're animated and how they go about designing and researching them. And I think that's what I found was probably my favorite for that reason. I'm sorry to everyone else. Every other guest is going to hate me.
No.
I was made to pick a favorite. So.
Yeah, it's all my fault. No, by this we do love every episode. I can answer that. Yes, it is hard to choose because every episode is fun in its own way. We wouldn't pick a topic or a guest we wouldn't feel was interesting, fun. Like I can say. I love the one with Evelyn Birchland with the role-playing episode, but for me, at the same time, I have to go with Lisa and the horses because I'm a horse nerd.
And we did a lot of horse nerding. Horse nerding afterwards.
Yep, that was
definitely.
So fun. But as I said, every episode is fun in its own way, and like we can always remember every episode. So but that it's my fault. I'm forcing them to choose. So Cici, what are you choosing?
Well, I also choose Lisa. Just we really nerded on that one. All of our guests has been amazing, and we had so many interesting discussions, and we learned so much.
Like we had also fun with Stacy talking about working at Star Stable was also very fun.
I think it's only fair that we ask everyone watching that they tell us their favorite.
Yes,
please do. We love to know.
I think that's only fair. We've said our favorites, so I think everybody.
Yeah. Definitely. Write in the comments down below which was your favorite update. Update. I'm like episode. Your favorite episode from our year. But I do want to say, like, I loved Evelyn as well with role playing and Stacy, and I loved it when we had Nika on. Let's see. I'm gonna have a list now. I'm picking up the list.
You're just gonna mention everyone.
I'm gonna mention everyone because it needs to be mentioned. So we did.
Yeah.
Why not? So we did Star Creative with Clara Lightland. It was episode 12. Horse episode with Lisa, episode 2. Work at SSO, Stacy from Star Stable Entertainment as well, was episode 11. We did Riding Club with Kiora Moonstone, also very fun. Can't say the number of the episode now.
That was 5.
Okay, it was 5. Wow. But yeah, that was also very fun. Kiora is such a lovely person. And then we had Outfits clothes and we had an outfits of Jorvik with us, which was also fun to discuss all the clothes and what we like. Training with Renee Bluebridge.
Yeah, that was our second episode.
Was that our second one? Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was the first guest. She was the first guest we ever had.
Oh, okay, sorry. So which one was Lisa?
Lisa was number 3.
Oh yeah. Okay. And Nika we had on when we did the 2018 episode where we just recapped the whole year.
Yeah.
Oh right. Yeah.
Yes. That was also very fun.
So many episodes.
Yes. Yeah. And also events with Quicksilver.
Yeah.
Which apparently is the longest episode we've done.
Yeah. Wow.
Game lore with Esmeralda Silverforce, where we just discussed game lore.
Yeah.
And we have also done, as I said, roleplay with Evelyn Birchland.
Yeah, and then we had realism and fantasy, which was with Alex.
We've done that?
Yeah, that was our 8th episode, because that was after Quick and before Esme.
Oh, I forgot to put a marker on that.
So.
Okay, I'm gonna fix that. But yes, we have him on. I did feel like we have done this already. I'm gonna fix that. So yeah, it's worth mentioning all the episodes. And if there was an episode there you have missed, just go into that playlist that TotalCretin has and just listen through everyone. Because they're all worth it. Okay. Would you like to work for Star Stable Entertainment, and what would you want to do there? TC.
I've given this some serious thought. I'm gonna be there whenever there's cake.
No, okay. Okay.
No, I don't know. Like, well, I have / did some coding stuff before, but I'm trying to think what would I find the most fun to do. And that's the really tricky part. So I'm trying to think, would I want to code or would I want to just like make horses, even though I can't draw to save my life. So I probably just want to design horses because that way I can get my skeleton horse that I've wanted for forever. So I think that's my reason. This is how I'm gonna get my skeleton horse.
Yeah.
But I think I would probably like to do something like that. Otherwise, I know this is gonna sound really obscure. I'd want to deal with moderation, like in the sense of making the moderation system better.
So that is okay. So the technical, not community management, but behind the scene.
Yeah, within the game itself.
So moderating the moderation?
Not exactly, but I feel like due to the way at the minute, like if you have to report someone, you have to go through customer service. I wish that there was a system within the game.
Yeah.
Like if I could design that, I would do that.
That would be cool.
Huh? Yeah, which I know is a really bizarre thing. I went from cake to designing horses to that, but like, the first two were like, we can do that, but this would be the one that I'd probably do.
That does sound like an engineering. You should do like cake and engineering.
Yes, cake and engineering.
Yeah, engineer in the future. Okay. Cece, do you want to work at Star Stable?
Yes. I can do anything. Just give me a job, please.
Well, you can do anything.
Yeah. Well, they did right now have an or should I mention it?
If you want.
They do have an opening for I think it was called Office Manager. So we basically sit at the front desk welcoming guests and manage stuff and booking things and stuff like that. So I applied for that job. I keep my fingers crossed.
Yes,
good luck.
Because that would be a really fun job to do. I do have from a previous job and my current job experience with cleaning, so I can just be like, hey, I can clean the whole office. So I can be a cleaning lady. I just want to be there. So yeah,
I'm really rooting for you being office manager, please.
Thank you. Yes, you need to get the job there too, so we both need to work there. But we all three need to work there. That would be a sort of fun.
Okay, so it's not really a secret. I want theirs as well.
Yeah.
But I haven't really said, I guess, what I would want to do there. And I do have studied communication. I just graduated. So I would, of course, want to work with communication at Star Stable. And after talking with Stacy, community manager does sound really interesting for me. Sound like something I could do. And I actually did apply for a job as a community manager that was for just a short term. because someone there was going on maternity leave. And I did apply, and I actually talked to Stacy. The sad part was that it was starting in April, and that meant it was clashing with my internship.
Oh, no. That's so sad.
Yeah, that was bad. So I had to say no. So
Aw.
I'm really hoping maybe I could revisit that, but I don't know. But they also do have a public relation department that I've also been sort of just said hi to. But they are doing amazing work, and I probably need more experience than what I do at the moment. So, but yes, I do want to work there, and they surely know that.
Yeah.
I'm like, they're probably so annoyed by me right now. So whenever now I meet them, I go like, I'm not gonna talk about it. I'm not gonna talk about it. They already know.
Yeah.
I don't need to be that annoying. So yeah. So me and Cici, yes, and Cici, just go and study and do that, so we can get you in there as well.
Yes.
And so we can have cake all together. Yay! And continue our podcast there. How fun would that be? Like, picture this. Me being, like, in situation more community manager. Cici being the cleaning lady. And then TC being engineer. And we all have a podcast. All right.
We'd know too much. We wouldn't actually be able to talk anymore.
That is actually something. You would have to take in consideration. We will see. Now I feel like our listener is gonna be no, you're not supposed to work there because then no more podcasts. But
tricky.
We'll take that if we ever get. That is how it is. Okay. Yes. But then next question, why do you want to work there? And I guess I can start with not only of my love for the game, but also the work environment is so good there. Like, you get really good benefits, which is general here in Sweden. You get quite good benefits with work, but they are good.
Yeah, the extra.
Yeah, the people are just so amazing, loving and caring,
so
and so inspiring. And then the facilities, now that they have moved, are awesome. That work is awesome. It's just amazing. So that's why I want to work there. TC, why would you want to work?
I suppose, like, as you said, like, it would be nice to have, because over here, I don't think it's maybe as bad as maybe the US.
Yeah.
But I think over here it can be rough at times. I've always been interested in games. I've always been interested in games, so I'd love to work in that kind of field.
That industry.
Yeah.
Okay. Cici, why would you want to work there?
Yeah, I agree with everything you said, Rose.
Okay.
And working with games. I always loved games since I was a little kid. And also, you know, Starstable as a company, I think it has really great values. They really focus on empowering girls, especially empowering girls in the gaming industry. And they see us and they acknowledge that we exist, and they take us very seriously. And that, sadly, many other gaming companies doesn't have that. You know, as a girl or as a woman, you sadly don't really feel welcome in many gaming communities, which is really sad. So Starstable is like the safe haven in a way.
It's very nice.
And it's really is good place with, you know, just good vibes all around.
Very right. Okay. So that's I guess we're cleared out. Now, could we maybe make a promise, at least you and me, Cici, that we never mention this again in future episodes? Because I can imagine that people are getting like so annoyed, like, duh, everyone wants to work there. Why do you feel like not special? Oops. Okay, so now you know why and what we want to do there. I guess we are leaving it at that. Nothing more of that. Oof, gonna be interesting if I'm gonna keep that promise. Moving on.
Oops.
Do you own any pets? TC.
I have a Connemara pony.
What?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Funnily enough, actually, a lot of people have said they didn't know that. She's on my Instagram. Twice, I think. Yes, twice.
Oh.
But apparently a lot of people don't actually know that. It's probably because I haven't posted a picture in like 2 years.
Why?
Oh.
Just because she's muddy. The 2 pictures I have are when she got a wash.
Oh, wow.
Oh, come on. Every horse is muddy.
I know. She especially loves it. It's like anytime she ever went to a show or a competition, as soon as she come home, she would look for the biggest pile of mud in the field and then roll, just beeline to it and just roll.
She's the real life muddy.
Yeah, she's a natural beauty.
No, she's the real life muddy from the game.
Yeah, muddy.
Yes.
Aww.
So sweet.
She has this thing about not liking being clean. So and at one point she went through a pink phase.
Okay.
What?
Basically, we got some shavings from somewhere, and for some reason, they made her turn pink.
Oh wow.
Okay.
Whoa.
It was whatever the wood was, whatever was coming out of the shavings, made her turn pink.
Okay, that's so weird.
Exactly. You had a pink pony.
I did have a pink pony, not intentionally, but I did.
Oh dear. Wow.
Okay, so you have a Connemara. I just thought you had dogs.
Well, we do have the dogs. Unfortunately, we lost one not long ago.
Oh, so sorry.
Yeah. So, she unfortunately got run over.
Oh my god.
Thing.
Oh,
Like,
that's horrible.
would have been much nicer if she just, she was elderly, but
Yeah.
yeah, but she went the wrong way. is the
Okay.
better word for it.
Okay. Oh, that's sad.
So we only have the 2 now.
Mm-hmm.
After that, but they're still sort of family dogs, I guess. Really. So. People are probably going to be looking through my Instagram now to find this pony.
Exactly.
Points to anyone that actually finds it.
I'm gonna pick up my phone and gonna try and find it now.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, Cici, do you own any pets?
Sadly, no. But since I finally moved out to my own apartment early this year, and now after, settling in an apartment and, getting into the routines of living on my own with my partner, we are, in the future we want to get a cat or 2.
No.
So I'm really excited. Yeah, because growing up I didn't have pets because my dad and my brother are both allergic to the fur of pets. So we only have like a fish tank, which is not really exciting. So, yeah, and I love animals.
Reptiles?
My sister absolutely is terrified of snakes. She can't even look at a picture of snakes. So I think they're cute, like especially the yellow corn snakes. They're super cute. But yeah, so. I might have a pet soon.
Venomous or boa constrictors.
Yeah. Oh wow. Why would you want one of those? That's dangerous.
I know. Like those are dangerous. Like I like a little small corn snake or something like that. If it's not venomous and it's not going to constrict me to death, I'm fine with it.
TC, is your pony named Ditzy?
No.
Darn.
But Ditzy reminds me the most of her.
Oh darn! I'm gonna find that picture.
Pretty scary.
I'm on a mission. I had a dog, but yeah, he passed away. 2017. I think I had to put him to sleep. But in the future, I hope to have a dog as well. Again, just need to have a life that fits for a dog. Like I have a job, I have to have a place. Currently, my mom has retired, so she can help me take care of doggy. If I don't have like a job where I can take my dog with. But then I am hoping for getting a rescue dog.
Yes, same here actually.
Yeah, same here. I want a shelter cat. or two.
Oh, yes, that's good. That's
Yeah, like two that needs to go together.
Yeah.
That's like the perfect scenario.
Oh, actually, I go between wanting a Yorkshire Terrier again, which is funny because when I had him, I never won again. But now, after a few years, I'm like, I want one. But it has happened at the rescues that there can be some Yorkshire Terriers there. So if I'm lucky, I reached the bottom of your Instagram, TC, and I haven't found that picture. Are you lying to me?
No, it is. I'll send it. I know where it is.
Good. I'm like,
we need
what?
to know.
I do have like 975 posts.
Oh yeah, I found her. Oh, she's pretty. That's her name.
Yes.
She's a white pony. Oh, she has long.
Yes. She does.
She looks like a dreamy pony.
She is.
Oh.
No, you need to hug her from us. Say hi.
I will.
Yay!
Oh.
Hopefully she's not covered in mud.
Oh yeah.
She probably is.
Anyway.
Oh yeah, right. Or well, it's your horse. You're gonna hug her anyway.
Yeah.
Okay, but then TC don't get to answer this one. Would you like to own a horse? Oh wait, is it actually? Wait, would you like to own a horse, TC? This is interesting.
Like, for me, whenever I first got her, I've had her for a very, 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 very long time. And for me right now, the fear is whenever she passes. That is like my heartfelt fear right now.
No.
Because she's elderly at this point.
Oh,
so she is.
okay.
So that's like my biggest fear.
Scary.
When I found that picture, it said 20, so that's actually quite old.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so I like in my I'm sitting here going, I don't think I can ever replace her.
Oh my God.
She's been there with me through everything. So like,
Of course.
it's tough. She has thrown me off plenty of times, so I'll give her that. But I haven't ridden like 3 or 4 years.
Oh yeah.
So.
She mostly grazes now.
Oh, she enjoys grazing. Yes, she's a very big fan of grass.
She's a horse.
It's her favorite thing to do. The only thing she likes more is polo mints.
Oh, okay. Does she have like a favorite vegetable or something?
I would say polo mints, but even though they're not a vegetable.
Okay.
She has tried to eat many a jacket on me just to get those, if she knows there are some of those going.
Oh, okay. Oh,
She's a big fan of anything mint flavored.
Oh.
Oh.
So, yeah.
She likes to keep fresh in her mouth at least.
Yes, she does.
It's good.
She's a weird pony.
Yeah.
You should have seen the time that we had years and years ago. I don't know whether they were just discontinued or whether there was something bad about them or something, but there used to be, I don't know if you've ever seen them, citrus polos.
No.
And they were neon yellow sweets.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
And
well.
she loved those.
Okay.
Like, I mean, absolutely loved them. I'm not saying she got them all the time. She get the odd one.
Okay.
But she used to go wide-eyed whenever she'd see that I had those rather than regular ones.
That's so cute.
So, yeah.
Oh, okay. Me, myself, I say yes and no. I would love to go back to riding again because I haven't been in a few years, and if that would happen, maybe have my own Icelandic horse.
Ooh.
Would be lovely.
Yeah.
But sometimes I just feel there are a lot of work with horses.
They're a big responsibility.
Very
Nobody
big
should go into that
Yes.
easily. No.
Very big responsibility, and you need to have money and time and patience. So that is when I go like Icelandic horse is a big responsibility.
Yeah.
All horses are a big responsibility, but I'm like thinking sometimes I just want a horse to just have and take care for. So that is when I dream of Shetland ponies.
Aww.
And I can just have.
They're evil.
No, they're not.
They are. They're small.
The rascals.
And they're as Cece says, they're absolute rascals. Like,
Yeah.
They are.
They're funny.
Like, they will get into everything.
Yeah!
They will boss other horses around that, like, are 10 times their size. They will get into all sorts of mischief.
It's just something with me and small animals. Like, before I was like, big dogs, big horses, everything. Now I'm like, I want big dog, and I want small dog and small pony. Everything should just be small. And I will learn to drive a small wagon so I can just drive around with my little Shetland pony. So that is, so I can just have like, if I would ever want one, like a house and just have a small pasture and then, a little Shetland pony. That sounds nice. Not as expensive, hopefully. And they do live for quite a long time.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're quite a healthy breed. So that sounds, so yes and no. It's like having a Shetland pony would be like having a very big dog. So I guess that goes in the same category of wanting a dog. But then I would want a small dog. I want a Shetland pony and then a small dog, so my small dog can sit on the Shetland pony's butt. And I could or be in the wagon with me and I could just drive around. Oh, me in my 60s. There is where I would be, in a small wagon. Okay, the CC, would you like to own a horse?
Yes, and guess what breed? A pure horse. That is definitely the dream, to own one. But yeah, I also feel that yes and no, because it is such a huge commitment. And it's very expensive. So maybe more realistically, I want to get like in Swedish we call it medryttare, so it's kind of like
not owning the horse, but you get to ride someone else's horse and help take care of them. Once or twice a week you help a person who owns a horse with their horse, taking care of it, so they get a day off. I think that may be a realistic alternative, because then you do get that relationship with a horse, a special bond that you see, a lot. But also it isn't, the full commitment of that life, because it's so much. So yeah, I might look into that in the future. I just have a goal that I want to take my driver's license first. Yes.
Because without a car, it's kind of impossible to find a stable when you live in Stockholm. And because all the stables are like out in the forest somewhere. Yeah,
like a 30 minutes walk to the bus station.
Yeah. And
great in the winter.
Not really.
No.
So yeah. Driver's license first, then I can go back to horse life.
Yeah, that sounds great. Okay. What do you think about players doing glitches in the game? TC.
I think it depends on the glitch for me, because technically, well, you could maybe more call this a bug, but like at the minute, you can go up to the circus with your wild horse, do the races, and then you come out and you stay in wild horse mode. And I love that. I don't want anybody to fix that ever. No one fixed that.
Wait, what?
Why did you say it?
It's already known. I'm just hoping they don't fix it. But no, basically, if you take your wild horse to the circus races, it keeps the horse in the wild horse mode.
Yeah, okay.
So it keeps its magical color. So I never want that fixed. And you can call it a bug, you can call it a glitch. It's unintentional, but I love that because I get to enjoy the magical horse. Color everywhere, but if we're talking about glitches that exploit and cause issues for other players, and I don't really have any time for it because I don't appreciate when people cheat. If we take anything like championships or races or anything like that, absolutely not. That really
Nope.
I don't see the point of why anyone feels a need to cheat on Star Stable. Like, it's not like you're getting any actual benefit out of
exactly.
cheating. Nope. So for me, that's the kind of glitch that I'm like, no, just don't do it. You don't need to do it. it's only ruining the high score boards. Like, that's a big reason why I kind of stopped racing, is because people have consistently decided to cheat on the boards. And it's been a real problem. The boards have been reset a few times, and then it got to the point is, why do I bother spending hours and hours racing on a board to get a high score to then have it wiped because somebody else cheated?
Yeah.
So
I
those
have to
are
agree.
my pet peeves.
I have to agree with that, especially what you said with the glitches that just gives people unwanted advantage because it's not supposed to be there. They probably get some rush from it, and I wish they would find that rush doing something that isn't against the rule of the game or law. If anything, I don't want them to go out to and breaking the law either. Just go and it's just why it's almost like writing a bad comment. It also causes people to like it causes poisonous in the community. I know a friend that when she did races and she then managed to get quite a good time because it was like on a server that was pretty low on people, and because of that she got a very good time. They thought she was cheating, but it wasn't really cheating, that she was glitching, and then she started to get bullied and she couldn't be on that server.
That's awful.
I've seen that happen on my own server too, is there are individuals who have become so experienced at the races that or the championships, and they're very, very good. And it got to the point where some of them would be harassed so much that they'd just stop, or they'd stop talking to everyone and just be on their own because of the behavior of some people. And it's just like, it's a horse game. You know, people chill out. You know, there's I have seen actual cheating where there is no doubt in my mind, because I have seen people speed glitch right in front of me. You can tell 100% when somebody does that. There's no hiding that. You know, like when I see, 10 seconds on a race that I know even the best racers can't get less than a minute on, I'm gonna say that was definitely cheated on, at the end of the day. But whenever somebody gets a couple of milliseconds less than somebody else, they've just, as far as I'm concerned, have probably just figured out a better way to do the race.
Question then, because I am just so bad at glitching in general. Of course, the glitches you talk about that sometimes be useful, like the one with the mall and when we had buses. There was this thing that we didn't have to wait for the bus because the glitter was up there and we could just click and go whenever we wanted.
I didn't know about that until somebody showed me.
And also, but then we have before we could do the wild horse feature in the game, we had the wild horse bug. I am too lazy to even do that because it feels like, why would I? Because it's too much work. But the glitching when it comes to racing, is there a way that these people glitch without even knowing it? That they're somehow managed to do something with their computer that they managed to get this? Or do you actually have to do something to get that glitch?
There are some people who are probably using external stuff, because I've heard stuff mentioned before.
Okay.
I don't know how they do it. Because, I can't be bothered. I'd rather actually have genuine race times on the boards. But in terms of, what was I going to say? It was a glitch you just mentioned a second ago, and I'm trying to remember which one it was.
The wild horse one?
Or the bus one?
Oh my gosh.
The bus one or the mall one?
I've forgotten my train of thought.
Oh, it's gone now.
Give me a second, I'll probably remember.
Because I was thinking, because I did my last Rose achievement video, I did the Golden Hills Valley race, and I won, which was I'm so bad at racing. I was amazed that I won. Sure, there weren't that many attending the race, what I could see, but I was still amazed that I won. And then I remembered that I've heard somewhere that if you record, something happens with the game that you go faster.
Yeah, some people say that if you do that, it does. But I have personally, I've never
I never felt
this.
that I'm going faster when I record. And sometimes it has even been lagging because the program and game is not working. But
some people would argue that lower your frames,
Yeah,
this sort of thing.
Yeah.
But no, I've remembered what it is now. Basically, there was a glitch back at Christmas time. Do you remember the reindeer powder?
yeah, that one.
Right. So what would happen is, if I took a pony and I went to the pony race and I put the reindeer powder on it, the pony would be horse speed. This was back before the ponies were the same speed as horses. There was several people that abused that.
That's not.
Some of them did it knowingly, some of them did it unknowingly. And
How?
It was kind of
Okay.
an example of, where you can go, well, did you know, did you not know? There were some people that did know.
Yeah.
And they're well aware and were admitted to doing it, but some people would have done it and not had a clue that they were doing it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel that is a topic we will probably get back to in a future topic that we are probably gonna have soon. And that is gonna be a episode that is not as light as usual, but we are gonna get to it because it is actually one of those episodes we discussed that we were gonna do in the beginning when we planned podcast. We decided to not do it right away because that would just be but I feel like it's getting time that we are going to get to that. But then oh, sorry, Cici, what do you think about glitches?
I see no point in cheating to get good scores and that. It's like, what's the point really? I mean, if you can't get there on your own, what do you get out from it? You haven't really earned it. That top score if you haven't, really done it, so to speak. And I loved it. I love Starstep as a game, but it still is, a game. So it just feels a little bit silly in a way that people, cheat and glitch and stuff like that. Because what's the reason? I don't really understand. So it's like, what's the point, really?
Because to me, the whole challenge with races, getting a high score, is to figure out every shortcut and then figuring out the shortcut on that shortcut. That's what it's about for me, and that's like the whole challenge of it. But that is kind of just. I used to be a racer, and I'm now not a racer. Really at all, because I don't sit and run the same race 50 times until I finally get where I want to be. I used to do that.
No, I don't.
Yeah, wow.
No.
I used to do that. I don't do that anymore because it's like, what's the point if the board's gonna get wiped and that score is just gonna go? Because somebody else decided it was a great day to go around the races and do them all in 25 seconds. So,
Yeah, okay. I'm thinking we have time for more questions.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, so would you like SSO to bring back game news on their YouTube channel like it used to be, or do you like how it is now, which is streaming, which hasn't been a thing recently either because it's summer. Matilda has been in the US and so on. But streaming is probably what they're doing mostly now. But how do you feel about it, Cici?
I really miss the news. I don't really watch streams that much. I don't know why. I think I just prefer, like 20 minutes videos or something like that. And also the news was, it's really like a short episode, and you get, the information is really clear. It's like, hello, this is the news for this week. And you get to see everything that's new. But as stream, it's more like, you hang out with them, but it's, spread out over a much longer time. So if the reason you want to watch is to see the new stuff, then that may not be what you want. Because the news is a very much more easy way to see, like, oh, that's the new stuff, like more quick way and more efficient. So I do prefer the news, and They made them seem so cute and funny, so I kind of miss them.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I miss the news. It was something I look forward to every Wednesday to.
Yeah, me too.
To see Ylva and Matilda being happy, and also I really like to check like the background if there were any sneak peeks that they put.
Yeah, that too.
That was so much fun. But yeah, they could be real fun. This was a few years when they decided not to put snow in the game, like before that segment when Ylva tells where Matilda goes like, "Oh, where's the snow?" And Matilda like, "Oh, they didn't tell you. There will be no snow." And Matilda's reaction is amazing there.
Yeah.
So yeah, but as you said, like I like the game news. It was just short. It was clear what was getting and information.
Yeah.
And like the stream, it's probably fun. But I am a bit put off with how many people that is in the chat. You just can't communicate with them at all. And one thing, sorry, I actually got spoiled in the chat when watching the stream because I hadn't done one of the main story quests. Which really, messed me up. Yeah. So after that, I was like, okay, no more streams for me until I'm done everything. Yeah, that is also bad.
Yeah, it's like, why would you spoil it in the stream?
But at the same time, when they do the stream, they are doing the updates.
Yeah.
They haven't done.
But they didn't do just that.
They didn't.
They didn't do those quests. So it's like maybe I do have myself to blame, but still, that was not fun for me.
The spoiling. It's so. Spoiling is not fun. So yeah, that's another reason why game news were more fun. You could watch them on your own and not be spoiled or anything.
Yeah, exactly.
What do you feel, TC?
Well, I'm gonna have to agree because of something that was said to me by one of my viewers. For a period of time, I started doing update streams, and I was doing them every single week instead of just doing a small, video. And then somebody said, "Could you stop doing live streams for the update?" And I said, "Why?" And they said, because whenever I come to watch for the Wednesday update, I want the information. I want to know what there is and what you think about it. And I want to see it then and there. I don't want to watch 2-3 hours or whatever to find out that information that I know that you can provide me in, let's say, 20 minutes.
Yeah. That's good criticism in a way.
And I thought, you know what? I'm going to take that on board. Now, I still sometimes now will do a live stream. If, like, for example, they're with the beach update, or not the beach update, but the update with and then there was the beach quests, right? The beach quests I have done many times now, and I was just like, there's nothing new here, crucially new, other than the clothes, and I don't see the point in doing a video, because I've done videos on this before in previous years. So I did decide to do a live stream for that. Because there wasn't really much new to add on. There wasn't really any news there. So that was a time that I decided I'm going to do a live stream. Whereas like today with the Golden Hills update, that was going to be a video. And I think it's kind of the same thing. I feel like a lot of people got used to the news as being an informational thing. Some people wouldn't even read the news page. People just went straight to the video. I was guilty of doing that as well. So I feel like because that's gone, a lot of people, as you said, don't want to sit through, an entire live stream to get information that they know they can get in a much more concise manner. And then obviously the risk of spoilers. The chat is there, and you cannot keep up with the chat.
It's crazy.
It's crazy.
So, for the purposes of just getting the news and getting the information, I prefer the old news. Like live streams, I enjoy live streams, but I think I prefer it like whenever it's more chill. I guess. And you're not looking to use that. Like I would not go to the live streams to find out what the update is.
Because in a way, at the same, if I like the stream, when they stream, it's not like they give information. What they do is they do the update, so it's not really getting the information. You still have to go and read what it says on their website to get like the real information. So it's not really update stream. I don't know.
But I can understand that doing those little news segments take a lot of work. Looking at them, I can see that they took a huge amount of work.
So I wish they would come up with a way where they can do something, they could do it again, but make it easier for them, or either do something similar that would work. But then again, why not just go and read the news on the website?
I guess what people are looking maybe is changed because someone. I think if they had never done the news, people wouldn't even make a comment, obviously, because they wouldn't have existed. But I think like if they could bring the news back as a thing and maybe have a live stream later in the week or something like that, that people could come and enjoy it, you know, after a few days with everyone, because then you've probably by that stage most people have done it. They know what's there, and then, you know, they might want to go in and join in the game or something like that for those that are on the same server, for example.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have a question here. Have you read any good horse books? If so, which one your favorite? Mine is, so this is from Madison Smith. Hers is a book called Joey.
Silver Brumby series is a really good set of horse books, and I feel like if anybody hasn't read them, you need to go and read them.
Okay.
They're a very good, like, it doesn't matter what age you are, they're just a very good book series. So they're written by, I'm trying to remember, her name's Eileen something. I think it's Eileen Mitchell. Or Michelle, I think something along those lines. But Silver Brumby, there's a simple Silver Brumby book, and then it continues on. There's more books afterwards, so it basically follows this young colt, and then his life in Australia as a wild Brumby, and then his family and other horses like that are there. So it's a very good series. Actually, there was actually a TV show that was made around it years ago that I used to watch. Some of it's actually on YouTube, so people could go and look at that if they wanted. It's loosely based around it. A lot of the same characters are in it, but it is loosely based around it. So if you don't want to read the books, you at least can go and watch the series. I'm not saying the book and the series follow the same storyline completely, but you know, it's
based of the book.
Yeah, and the other one would be Black Beauty. That's just one I would recommend to anyone. By Anna Sewell. It's a very, very good book.
I guess I could recommend the Soul Riders when they come up in English.
Definitely.
Definitely read the Star Stable books when they are out in English. I'm truly hoping they will be out very soon, because they need to be out in English. Like it is quite late. I mean, we already got the second book here in Sweden. And I believe we're getting the third in the beginning of next year. I'm not sure if it is the end of this year even. I don't know. But yeah, they should be getting those English books out soon. Maybe even more languages, but mostly English is important to get out.
Black Beauty by Anna Sewell is one of my favorites too. I think I rented it from the school library like a million times. Other than that, I read a lot of Swedish writers. Like Clara books by Pia Hagmer is a classic for Swedish. Swedish young horse people. Also, I do love the. Maybe this also is like a very obscure pick, but when I was subscribed to the Pollux Horse, the Pollux Horse Club, Horse Book Club, there was a book series called Hästarnas Ängel, the Horse's Angel, by Angela Dorsey, and they were so good. They were like my favorite book series. So yeah, and also there was a Swedish woman called Gunilla Wolde. She wrote books about her own horses. So yeah, just a regular person and her own horses. She had two New Forest mares called Twiggy and Tessan. And those books I read them so many times. because it was so relatable. She was just a regular woman having 2 kids, and she bought a horse for her family, and she had little horse experience herself, and it's just, how she learned from her mistakes and stuff like that. It's a really good book.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay, lovely. Here, you got lots of tips, people.
Yeah.
Lots of things to read.
Go and read, people. That's good. Good. Go and read. It's good to read. So yeah, moving on to favorite and least favorite update segment of the month, which is July. It has been quite a lot this month for being July. Most of the office at Star Stable has been pretty empty because vacation time. But I guess I'm starting with my least favorite is the invite to stable feature. I used it once during the Wednesday update video and I haven't touched it since. I'm like, why do I want people in my stable? I want to be alone in my stable.
It's where we go to be antisocial.
My stable. It's called my stable.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's my least favorite. Don't need it. Never thought I would, and I was right. I never needed it. But there are probably some people out there that needed it. But my favorite, as we are recording this today, was the Golden Hills Valley update. So pretty.
Yeah.
Oh, the trees and the leaves and the birds. And the new trail rides, and there's still a work in progress in some places, like the labyrinth is probably gonna be updated more in the future, because right now it's pretty bare. So it's gonna need more. It's probably need. Yeah, that's my favorite of the month. TC, what has been your least favorite?
I was going to say the invite to stable thing as well, but it's got picked to the post by something else. It was the Return of the Beach quests, because I've done them like 3 times now. I think, at least.
I think it's actually 4th time it's back.
Oh.
Maybe, I'm trying to think for me. Let me think. Well,
Okay.
Actually, maybe it is. Well, no, it's at least 3. It's at least 3 for me.
Yeah, definitely at least 3.
I don't remember collapsing this year from drinking whatever that horrible flavored drink.
That.
I did notice that. Yeah. But he still made me drink some cabbage flavored drink, which I didn't appreciate.
Nope.
So
still not good at the drinks.
No, I basically just live streamed that update and just sort of skipped through the dialogue because I was like, I've done this multiple times now. I'm not reading it.
I'm not gonna do his voice. I'm not gonna do anything.
I'm just gonna quickly go through this, get the disco floor up, and then I can do the beach race.
I didn't even want to do the beach race.
See, I went through this phase, like as I said, racing phase of wanting to race everything, and I was able to do that race originally in full gallop. Now I can't do it to save my life in anything more than a trot most of the time. So yeah, my racing skills have taken a severe nosedive.
Oh yeah.
For that reason, it was my least favorite because it was just same content again, other than that little tweak I did notice, and I love the new updated beach.
Yeah,
like, in the beach itself,
so pretty,
lovely, and the fact that they had updated the look of it, but the quest itself, in terms of what was being done and happening, was the same, and for that reason, it was just I wasn't really interested. In terms of what my favorite thing was, I was kind of maybe gonna say Golden Hills because I thought that was pretty good, but actually it's just gonna have to be the New Jorvik Wormblood that I bought. I finally bought another one. Other than Dragonglass, don't tell him. He doesn't need to know. I'm just telling him it's some obscure type of Jorvik pony that is rare. He doesn't need to know any different. But I love, very specifically, the black one with the white socks.
It's fabulous.
I wasn't as keen on the other ones, but actually now that I've seen a lot of people riding the buckskin, I'm not going to buy it because I don't need it. But I actually really like that one too. It's nice, but I love that little horse that I bought now. He's gorgeous. So for that reason, that very, very specific horse is my favorite thing this month.
Oh wow! Oh, I think Lisa's going to be very happy to hear that.
Yeah. Good job on that.
Yeah.
Mm.
Cici, what was your least favorite?
I have to agree with Tisa on the Fort Pinta Beach party quests. I'm kind of like over it.
Yeah.
And yeah, but the updated beach, it's so cute.
Yeah.
Oh, and the reward for enduring the quests is a super cute dress that I absolutely love. It's
Wow.
so frilly and like, oh, it's so cute.
Don't watch
Totally
The
my
new
style.
shorts.
Yeah,
The
and
new
new shorts to go.
like, I
Yeah,
normally
it's so
don't
pretty.
like the shorts at all,
Mhm,
but actually,
mhm.
Star Stable, you've done well. These are
Yeah.
actually nice shorts. As someone
Yeah,
that
that
doesn't
model
actually
is-
like shorts.
The
So
black
good.
shorts today was so good. Oof.
Mm. Mm.
And actually, we kind of have to mention the miscreant stuff. As
Yeah.
well.
Oh yeah. But she's
Yeah.
gonna say favorite first.
Yeah, my favorite. I did pick the favorite with the updated Golden Hills Valley and
Yeah.
finally getting the miscreants. I mean, we have
Yeah.
had that post in Jarlheim like forever,
Oh yeah, that's true.
and my favorite soul rider growing up was Lisa,
Yeah.
and I always like wished to see her perform in Star Stable and see her band.
Yeah.
And now they are here, and it's like it's so awesome, and
I
I
didn't
love
know
the
that was her
aesthetics and
band.
everything.
Is
I
it her
did not know
band?
this.
I think it is her band.
I was
Or am I
actually,
totally wrong?
I was during my
That
would be
time
embarrassing.
wondering if it was the
Yeah.
same singer for in this band as it is for Lisa. I'm not
Yeah.
quite sure.
Yeah, me
If it is
neither.
Amanda
Hmm.
as well. That we
Mhm.
have to check, or we will maybe know
Yes.
in the future.
Mhm.
Would be awesome. But
But
yeah,
either way, I love the Misk. They are so cool.
Yes.
I love their aesthetics.
and
There.
we cannot forget DJ Kai, who also released
Yeah,
music
it's
today.
so cool.
It's also good. So definitely go to the beach and listen to the music because
Mhm,
really,
mhm.
really good.
Yeah.
This is good stuff. They're
Mhm.
they're really good at releasing music
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
in
Mhm.
general. Like
Yeah.
all the
Yeah.
songs they have released has had meaning, good
Mhm.
quality, and like every song actually gets stuck in a way.
Mhm.
Like
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
way.
good.
It's really good.
Mhm.
Yeah. Because I really like the Miscreants Lion Tail one.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That is on Spotify
very
right
good.
now, people.
Yay!
Or
Or
on
at
the Friends app.
yeah, Starship Friends app.
Yeah.
Woohoo!
But it's on Spotify.
Yeah.
But-
Yay!
Yeah, no, I'm in love with the gear that they put. I just wanted more of it. That's my only complaint.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I have to
definitely.
agree. I would have liked more options for the t-shirts because I'm really not a crop top person.
Mm.
So maybe I would like a regular t-shirt or like just a top.
Yeah, I wanted a set for the horse because that poster was so cool.
Yeah.
Like
Or
that
a
horse,
hoodie.
the mask for the horse.
Yes,
So cool.
Yes.
Yeah.
I want that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be cool. Or a hoodie. Like just like what
yeah,
kind
hoodie.
of clothes would you see at a concert? Hoodies,
Mhm.
t-shirts that would be turned into crop tops. and posters and stuff. But
Mhm,
yeah,
mhm.
so I missed a hoodie. A hoodie would have been.
Oh, wouldn't it be awesome if we could buy a poster and put it in our stable?
That would be
That would be
because The
cool.
posters are really, really.
Yeah, they're so pretty.
Yeah, it's art.
Mhm.
It's art, people.
Yeah, so cool.
Oh yeah. So yeah, definitely. Really looking forward to more music now that they are
Mhm,
turned into more genres.
Yeah.
We have classical. We have. I guess Lisa's is
This,
country.
yeah, country pop, something
Country
like that.
pop. Yeah, country pop.
Yeah,
And then we
something
have rock. And we have house now as well.
Yeah, woohoo.
Or pop. I don't know.
And the Raptor with his
Oh yeah, and of course
rap.
hip-hop. Or R&B.
Yeah. Yeah, or whatever he's doing.
Yeah, whatever genre he's into
Yeah,
at the moment.
yeah, he's so
so-
fun.
Lots of genres there.
Mm.
So yeah, can't wait for more music.
Mhm, mhm.
They also have Say Goodbye on Spotify. I can't bear to
Oh,
do it.
yeah. Oh, my heart.
Oh yeah, can't have it. But yeah, that was our least and favorite update of July. So really looking forward to August, where I feel people are slowly getting back to the office.
Mhm.
Maybe there is some stuff is gonna happen in the future. If you go mingling to NPCs, you are getting some really good scoop on stuff that could be possible future stuff that we are getting. Just saying, go and talk to people. Now, we have monthly wish. Should I be so generous that we all get 2 wishes for our anniversary?
Oh dear.
Am I? Yes.
So many options.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna be that generous. We have 2 wishes today to give. TC, you have 2 wishes. Go.
Because I kind of was overhyped by the Miscreants look, I would like more stuff like that, more stuff that style, because whenever they showed the poster for that, I was like, please, please, please have some clothes themed around this, because I feel like sometimes I'm just like, I know that there are some clothes there that I do catch my eye and I do like, but I want more, because I don't really buy a lot, to be honest, when it comes to clothes. I spend more on tack if there's a nice, really dark tack set. I don't really buy much in the way of clothes, and I don't really change much up. So I'd like more stuff that style.
Yeah.
Because I really like that. My entire club was running around with the Miscreant's mask today.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone's going to take it off.
Yeah.
And the second part of my wish is, why is it going away? Why do we not get to keep that shop?
Oh,
We
yeah,
don't just
that is...
keep it.
Why don't you put it in, update the shop in Jarlaheim?
Yeah.
So,
next to the rock shop.
Yeah, that's the second part of my wish is, why can't we just keep that?
Good question.
Yeah.
And you can add more to it, and I will definitely buy from it, and I can really
Yeah, me too.
So...
The only shop TC go to.
Yes.
Okay, I have 2 wishes that I just came up with. One is I would like more sport equestrian clothes. Now that we have seen the tack that we've been getting recently, I want some clothes to go with it. So new riding pants that has like really like they can be black but with interesting details that you can like see in equestrian stores, like those kinds of riding gear and riding clothes. I just want those kinds of stuff that we can buy in real life. I want it in a game. So that is something I want. And then the second is I would like to see more idols on our avatar when riding, in a way, especially when the horse is walking. And I got this because in Red Dead Online, when we ride, especially if the horse is just walking, our character, or Arthur Morgan, whatever you're playing online, or Red Dead Redemption 2, if he's walking, he's like fixing his hat, he's like doing something with his nose, or he lets his hand hang on the side and he just hold the reins with one hand, and he's just more relaxed. I would have liked that. At the same time, I do know it's gonna be annoying for people who might want to do like a dressage competition, because you can't just ride with one hand when you're walking. So in a way, I want it to be there, but maybe that is something that you can turn on and off if you want.
Kind of like a dressage mode, and then
exactly.
Not bothered mode.
Or like Western riding and English style riding.
Yeah, I
Something
would
like
really like that.
Yeah, that
In general, cool. Yeah, that would be really cool. Maybe it depends on what kind of bridle you have on your horse.
Yeah.
Because if you have a Western bridle on, you're gonna be riding more Western-y like. So yeah, that would be really, or a Western sand or whatever. So yeah, that's my 2 wishes. Cici.
Well, I want to be able to keep this podcast for many more episodes. Yeah. Well, it just, we've been having this podcast for years, so it feels like I've wished for so much. It's left. I thought about the new dresses at the Fort Pinta Beach. I really like them. I really like the style. Really like pastel and cute. And I know, Rose, bear with me. And I'm really into that kind of style. I love the kawaii style, you know, all the cute stuff and fluffy and cute. So yeah, that kind of like Lolita I'm really into like Gothic Lolita or pastel style of fashion. So I would like to see more of that in the game, and more new type of clothes, like new models. Like I really loved the model of the tunic for the druid sets.
Yeah.
So maybe like a frilly tunic, that would be super cute. And maybe like more types of hair, as to have like more hair clips and nail polish and stuff like that. You know, little details to personalize your fashion style for your character.
Yeah, that's that, people. I can tell you that we have episode planned until the end of this year at least, and we are probably gonna do something similar like the end of last year, where we recap 2019. So for December episode, that's gonna be that. But yeah, I think we're gonna continue into 2020. Like it feels like we already have plans for that.
Yeah.
No matter if we get a job or not.
Yeah.
We're gonna be here, people, and continue giving you these episodes because it's so much fun.
Yay!
Yeah, and we, as we said, we want to hear which has been your favorite episode so far, and maybe if you want, just give us. We always appreciate your thoughts on what you would like to hear in the future. So topics you might think would be interesting. We do have a list, but always drop your topics. Either we already have it, or it's something new. Also, of course, you can give us tips on guests, but remember that we do have to consider that the guest has to fit with topic. So if you're giving us a topic, you can recommend a guest that might be good for it as well. That's very helpful for us. So yeah, I guess we're finishing this now. Our anniversary episode. It has been a year.
Yay! Happy birthday!
Yes, happy birthday to the Soulrider podcast. Yay! And I want to thank you too for this year. Has been amazing.
Yeah,
and I'm so
you.
looking forward for another year with you guys. Yay!
You're awesome.
Yes, to the people listening, remember to stay awesome as always, and we will see you in the next episode. Bye-bye!
Bye! Bye!